evening and welcome. Tonight we will be, briefly going over the history and geography of Bongolava in Madagascar. Now, I found a lot of nothing about this region. So we're going to try to make this work. I did find some things, but just not enough to do like a full history and geography, which is very unfortunate. So I'll tell you what I found, and then I'm going to whisper to you this book that I got about Madagascar, just so this isn't like a 4-minute video. So you can learn a bit more about Madagascar's culture and geography in this book, but I will of course link my Madagascar playlist right up there. It is full of lots of videos about Madagascar's history and geography, along with lots of Google Earth slideshows too. So Madagascar videos usually do really well on my channel. Very surprising. It's like this and Algeria are like the best 2 African countries on my channel. So I don't want to disappoint when it comes to Madagascar, because you guys love Madagascar, and so do I. So let me tell you about Bongolava, which is named after the Bongolava hills or mountains running through here. The landscape is in, it's central Madagascar. Madagascar has very distinct regions. You have the rainforest coast, you have the kind of beachy coastline to the east here. It gets really, really dry down in the south. That's where you find the big baobab trees. And then you kind of have like the central plateau, which is also pretty dry, just not as dry as the south. Very elevated. It's a plateau, very elevated. Lots of farmland, lots of grazing zebu, which are cows essentially, but they have a hump behind their neck like a camel, pretty much. On this plateau is where you'll find the capital, Antananarivo, which I've already covered, the capital of Bongolava, and let me practice this first. And not that I've been saying it all night trying to get it right, but here I go. It's Tsira. I've already messed it up. Tsiroa no Mandidi. Tsiroa no Mandidi. Which I always say in my Madagascar videos that Malagasy is a beautiful language. It's so interesting. But Malagasy words in Malagasy are different from Malagasy words in English. I always use the example of in English we say Paris, but they actually say Paris. Malagasy is pronounced Malagash in Madagascar. The words are very different in English, so I'm doing the English pronunciations of Malagasy words here. So bear with me if it's not like if you go here and talk to people, they're not going to pronounce things the same way I am because I'm pronouncing it in English. So just keep that in mind. These could be very different, but from what I understand, it is Tsiroa no Mandidi. Tsiroa no Mandidi translates to only one person reigns. I also really like how Malagasy words, like one word will be like a whole phrase. That's so great. Only one person reigns, and this has to do with the Marina conquest, in this case over the Bongolava in 1822. The Marina are the ethnic group from Antananarivo. There are many ethnic groups throughout Madagascar, but the Marina in the early 1800s went conquering, and they managed to subdue all of the kingdoms and all of the people groups throughout the island, till the entire island was under their control. So there are many Marina people living in Bongolava. It's, their heartland is just over here. But the other main ethnic group in this region are the Betsileo. The Betsileo have a lot of similar customs to the Marina. It's since they've been integrated for so long and they were, conquered in the 1800s, they have a lot in common. They were very sadly targeted for slavery, being, shipped out to Swahili coast and elsewhere along the Indian Ocean. Very sad. The most popular religion among the Betsileo is Christianity. And they are mostly just farmers living in their traditional huts, having peaceful, quiet lives. So that's pretty much all that I found about the Betsileo. Everything I found was like, well, they're similar to the Marina. Like, great. Awesome. So, unfortunately, that's all that I have for you about this region. Can you believe it? I found nothing else. And I really tried. If anyone out there knows any more facts about this particular area of Madagascar, let me know. But as you can tell from the map, there's a whole lot of nothing here. So there are pretty much no pictures on Google Earth of this area, which is very unfortunate because Madagascar is so beautiful and so unique to the world. But that being said, we're going to switch over to whisper mode. I'm going to read you a little book just to fill out some time and help you relax. So thank you so much for watching. If you enjoy this style of content, please consider subscribing. Next in the series, we're going to Ghana. We're going to 2 regions in Ghana, which sadly also don't really have any Google Earth pictures. So I'm going to show you little flashes of places there in Ghana, but we're not going to do a full Google Earth segment. So I'm going to read you a book from Ghana as well. It hasn't come in yet in the library, so I'm not going to film it. I would normally film it right after I filmed this, but I don't have the book yet. So I have to wait for it to come in to read it to you. After that, though, we're going back to Sierra Leone. That region also has pretty much no pictures on Google Earth, but I've prepared something different, something very special for you to enjoy, something extremely relaxing. I worked on it today. I'm really proud of it, and I'm not going to spoil what it is, so you're going to have to subscribe so you won't miss out. I hope that you found this video to be relaxing and educational, and I hope that you have a good night. 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 Exploring countries. Madagascar. Where is Madagascar? Madagascar is an island country off the southeastern coast of Africa. It lies in the Indian Ocean and is made up of one large island and several smaller islands, covering 226,658 square miles, or 587,041 square kilometers. It is the 4th largest island in the world. In the middle of the country is Antananarivo, Madagascar's capital city. Madagascar's closest neighbor is Mozambique to the west. The Mozambique Channel flows between the 2 countries. All major rivers in Madagascar flow into this channel. There's Madagascar on the world map. And here's the island. There's Antananarivo. Did you know the only islands bigger than Madagascar are Greenland, New Guinea, and Borneo? Fun fact, Madagascar has been called the 8th continent because of its distinct plant and animal life. The land. Madagascar is known for its unique locations. A steep escarpment on the eastern coast is home to the country's remaining tropical rainforests. The central part of the island is a plateau region. Most of the country's major
cities are located on these islands. The islands contain three major massifs. The country's highest point is Marumokotro, which climbs 9,436 feet, or 2,876 meters, on the Tsaratanana Massif. Tropical dry forests and thorn forests grow to the west and south of the Central Highlands. Deserts can also be found as the land slopes down in the southwest. Did you know? A chain of constructed waterways connects natural lakes and rivers to form the Bongolava Canal along the eastern coast of Madagascar. This 370-mile or 600-kilometer canal is one of the longest in the world. The Spiny thicket. The Madagascar spiny thicket, is an unusual region in the south of the country. It is a cross between a forest and a desert. Most of the plants in this region are found only in Madagascar. Some trees are tall with long, sharp spines and no branches. Baobabs and other trees have fat trunks and stubby branches. Stubby branches. They store water in their leaves, trunks, and roots. All of these unique characteristics help the plants survive for long periods without rain. Fun fact: the octopus tree has long, spiny limbs that reach out in many directions, like the arms of an octopus. Wildlife. Most of Madagascar's wildlife cannot be found anywhere else in the world. Famous for its lemurs, the island is home to around 50 species. The ring-tailed lemur lives in the spiny thickets and in forests along rivers. Go ahead and put your King Julian comments right now. Get it out your system. You like to move it. Just get it out of your system. I know you need to do it. Yeah. Cat-like animals called fusas chase lemurs from tree to tree. Hundreds of different butterfly species flutter among the leaves in rainforests. In tropical dry forest, tenrecs come out at night to search for worms and insects. So here's a fusa. Fusa, they're actually not cats at all. They're like, what you call Ricky Tikki Taffies. What are those called? Mongooses. Here's the tenrec. It looks like a little hedgehog. Super cute. And fun fact, nearly half of the world's chameleon species live in Madagascar. The world's smallest chameleon was recently discovered there. It is as small as the tip of a match. Chameleon. The people. Over 22 million people live in Madagascar. More than 9 out of every 10 are Malagasy. About 20 different Malagasy groups live across the island. The Merina, who live mostly in the highlands, make up the largest group. Their ancestors came to the island hundreds of years ago from Borneo. The Betsimi Saraka and Sakalava live along the coasts. Their ancestors are African, Arab, Indonesian, and Malaysian. Small groups of Chinese, Indian, and French people also make their homes in Madagascar. The official languages of Madagascar are Malagasy, French, and English. So here's a good example of what I'm talking about. When I talk about English Malagasy, it's actual Malagash, right? Hello, in English we'd say Manahoana, but it's pronounced Manaon. Manaon. Goodbye is Veluma. Veluma. Yes is Annie. Annie. No is Tsia. 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 Please is Azafadi. Azafadi. Thank you, as you saw at the start of the video, is Misotra. Misotra. And the word for friend is Namana. Namana. Nanam. Naman. Namana. Phenomena. Daily life. Most Malagasy live as their ancestors did hundreds of years ago. About 7 out of every 10 people live in the countryside. They build houses out of mud, bamboo, or palm leaves supported by poles. Parents and children often share their homes with grandparents and other extended family. To get to the local market, people walk or take carts driven by Cebu. C-E-B-U. Cebu. In cities, people live in houses and apartments. Some make their homes in traditional brick houses on hillsides. Roads and schools are easier to access in cities. Boats, trains, and minibuses called taxi bus take people from place to place. Did you know women and sometimes men wear the traditional lamba? A lamba often consists of 2 pieces of fabric. One piece wraps around the waist or chest. The other goes around the shoulders or head. Was there a box on the other page and I missed it? No, okay, just the speak part. Phew. Going to school. What are they learning? What are they learning? Looks like math. My least favorite subject. I think they're learning 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1 square, 2 houses, 3 trees, 4 cups, 5 flags, and 6 umbrellas. School in Madagascar is free and required from ages 6 to 14. Children go to primary school for 5 years. They often study both Malagasy and French. They also learn basic math, reading, and writing. Children then go to secondary school for 7 years. They earn a high school diploma at the end of secondary school. Some students seek further education at the University of Antananarivo, or one of several other universities in the country. They study law, medicine, and many other careers. Did you know? Many children who live in the countryside cannot attend school because they must work on the farm or help raise their younger siblings. They may also live too far from school to attend every day. This child's watching through the window. Learning to count, I guess in French, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't know how to count in Malagasy. I wish I did. I should look that up. Working. The land and sea provide many jobs for the people of Madagascar. Many fish for shrimp, shellfish, 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 and other seafood off the coasts. Farmers grow rice in the Central Highlands, coffee beans, sugarcane, and miners dig into the earth for coal and copper. Some people work in ports where goods are shipped into and out of Madagascar. Those in cities have service jobs. They run shops, hotels, and restaurants. Some people show tourists the beautiful sights of Madagascar. Did you know Madagascar is the world's main source of vanilla and a leading source of cloves and ylang ylang? Oil from the ylang ylang tree is used in many popular perfumes. Fun fact, a palm tree called raffia is very common in Madagascar. People make little toy animals out of its leaves. Look at this cute crocodile. I love it. Playing. The people of Madagascar relax in many different ways. On the coast, some practice a traditional martial art called moringi. I have no idea how that's supposed to be pronounced. I'm doing my best. Two people fight with their bare hands until one person wins. In many areas, people participate in the sport of Cebu wrestling, which you can see here. It looks very precarious. A board game called Fenorona, I'm guessing, is popular among those in the Highlands. This game is similar to checkers. I love checkers. Music and storytelling are other fun activities in Madagascar. People recite poems about their Malagasy ancestors. In the Highlands, traditional Iragasi performers dress in bright costumes and sing and dance for large crowds. The funky beats of Seleki music on the coasts get people on the dance floor. I looked up this performance singing and music on YouTube. It looks like a lot of fun. They're all laughing and joking as they're singing these songs. Looked really, really neat. The men looked all really dapper, and the women all had beautiful dresses on. It's great. Food. Food brings people together in Madagascar. Families traditionally sit on a mat called a vanambanana to eat together. Rice is included with every meal. In the morning, families usually eat leftover rice with dried fish or small meat kebabs. Kebabs, 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 kebabs. Kebabs, 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 kebabs. Some enjoy donut-like cakes called mukari. They drink coffee or tea with their meal. In the afternoon, people may snack on a fritter or samosa from a street vendor. Dinner is the main meal of the day. Rice is served. My goodness. Rice is served with seafood, beans, or meat. Many families eat kitoza, or smoked cebu meat. A tomato sauce or a curry is often prepared with the rice. For dessert, people enjoy mangoes, papayas, and other seasonal fruits. Did you know? People love to share food in Madagascar. Someone eating even a small meal will invite a neighbor to join by calling out karibo. At least I hope that's how they say it. I have no idea. Fun fact, bonbon coco is a delicious candy made from shredded coconut. It is cooked with sugar and shaped into chewy balls. Holidays. I know this picture looks like a lot, but we'll get into it. Many people in Madagascar are Christian. They celebrate Easter, Christmas, and other religious holidays. On Christmas Eve, families go to church. They exchange small presents and spend time together on Christmas Day. Madagascar also has holidays that honor events in its history. On Memorial Day, people remember those who died fighting for Madagascar's freedom. June 26th marks the day the country gained independence from France in 1960. Iragashi performers put on a show honoring Malagasy culture. Children sing and march in the streets with colorful paper lanterns. Look at all the Madagascar flags. And did you know, Famadana, or the turning of the bones, is a Malagasy tradition. People dig up the bodies of their dead relatives, wrap them in fresh cloth, and dance with them. Which is what's happening here. It's a party, it's not a funeral. Avenue of the Baobabs. The Little Prince's biggest fear. Travelers come from all over the world to see the Avenue of the Baobabs in western Madagascar. A group of about 20 baobabs line a dirt road there. They tower up to 98 feet or 30 meters high, and their trunks measure up to 36 feet or 11 meters across. These trees were part of a dense forest hundreds of years ago. Today, people are working to preserve the Avenue of the Baobabs, as well as other natural wonders of the country. Madagascar's unique plants, animals, and landscapes are a source of pride that the people hope to share with the world forever. Aren't they beautiful? Oh my goodness. Did you know, near the Avenue of the Baobabs are the famous Baobab Amara? Legend has it that these two trees have grown together for centuries. I think it's Baobab Summer, I think, but look how cool. Twisted together. Very romantic. Here's Madagascar's flag. The flag of Madagascar has one vertical white stripe on the left side. The white stands for purity. To the right are red and green horizontal bands of the same size. Red represents independence and green represents hope. The flag was adopted in 1958. Madagascar is the 47th largest country in the world. Capital cities: Antananarivo. Important cities are Toamasina, Fianarantsoa, and Mahajanga, which we've already covered. Toamasina and Mahajanga on the channel. I have not talked about Fianarantsoa yet. National official languages are Malagasy, French, and English. National holidays: Independence Day, June 26th. Major religions are traditional beliefs, Christian and Muslim. Major industries are farming, fishing, services,